Now we are going to start the opening ceremony of the conference on Buddhist Nuns Sangha around the world, present and future, celebrating the 10th death anniversary of Venerable Daehaeng. I am researcher Khan at Hanmaum Research Institute. I'm gonna preside today's conference. So Venerable Hyesu will help me. Please stand up and face the Buddha statue on the altar. We are gonna recite taking 3 refugees together.
거룩한 부처님께 기여합니다. 거룩한 가르침에 기여합니다. 거룩한 스님들께 기여합니다.
Next, we're gonna recite Prasna Paramita together.
차고 깊은 지혜 한마음은 밝았은 저 세상과 이 세상을 두루 살펴 자제로 행하시는 한마음 죽은 세상 산 세상 한데 비추어 보신 모든 중생들은 본래부터 공생 공심 공영 공체 공식하며 고정됨이 없이 놔두고 하이 돌아가건만 그것을 몰라서 일체고의 길을 건너니라. 사리자의 물질과 마음이 다르지 않고 마음 모든 물질적 현상과 다르지 않는 모든 물질적 현상은 곧 한마음으로 쫓아 있나니 느끼는 생각과 행하는 의식도 또한 둘이 아니었어 이와 같나니라. 사리자여 우주 생명 모습은 본래 생겨났다 없어졌다 함도 없음 더러운 것도 깨끗한 것도 없으며 늘지도 줄지도 않느니라. 이런 거로 고정됨이 없는 차원의 물질도 둘이 아닌 까닭에 없는 감각, 지각, 의지적 행동, 인식, 작용 따로 없느니라. 눈 깊고 혀 몸뜻 따로 고정됨이 없으며 형상, 소리, 냄새, 감촉법도 따로 고정됨이 없으며 보인 세계와 의식 세계까지 따로 고정됨이 없느니라. 죽지 않는 것도 죽는 것 또한 둘이 아닌 거로 없으며 늙고 죽음도 없고 또한 늙고 죽음이 다함까지도 없는 일 온갖 괴로움의 원인과 괴로움을 벗어나는 방법까지도 없으므로 지혜도 깨달음도 얻을 바가 없으니 없는 까닭은 일체 고정된 것이 없이 와이 찰나 놔두는 까닭이니라. 자유인의 한마음 깊은 무의 세계에 회전하며 일체 걸림이 없는 일 마음에 걸림이 없는 거로 두려움이 없음 뒤바뀐 헛된 꿈 같은 생각을 떠나서 본래부터 영원 밝음의 구경에 이르렀나니라. 과거 현재 그리고 미래의 모든 부처님들 이 마음 자리를 깨달아 가장 높고 밝은 지혜를 얻 생사를 초월 하고 자유자재의 경지를 성취하셨난 마땅히 알라 깊은 미지의 지혜로운 한마음이야말로 가장 신비하고 가장 밝고 가장 높고 가장 당당 비없는 심경이므로 이 깊은 미지의 주문 진실하여 망치 않음을 알라 일체고난에서 벗어나리라. 이에 깊은 한마음 깨닫는 주문을 설하노니 바름는 발 길 없는 길을 어서 벗어나세 우리 함께 벗어나세 이성저성 없는 마 어서 벗어나세 한마음 깨달음은 그대로 여여하게 밝았으니 우리 함께 어서 벗어나세 우리 함께 어서 벗어나세 우리 함께 어서 벗어나세.
Please take a seat. We are going to invite Venerable Hyesu for opening address. She is the board director of Hanmaum. Please be seated, and we will briefly bow 3 times. Hello everyone, nice to meet you. We welcome the outstanding Bhikshunis and Buddhist scholars to come all the way to attend this conference in this very special, warm, lively month of June. Thank you for accepting our request to be a speaker at the conference and visiting us despite the unstable circumstances due to COVID-19. We also welcome local monastics and guests present at this academic conference held by Daehaeng Research Institute. Thank you for coming.
이 분야에서 전문가인 세계 각국의 석학을 초청하여 세계 비구니 승가의 현황을 알아보고 앞으로 나아갈 방향에 대해 논의해보는 뜻깊은 자리가
Celebrating the 10th death anniversary of Venerable Myogong, this year's conference title is Buddhist Nuns Sangha around the world, present and future. We invited experts in the field across the world to examine the current status of Bhiksuni Sangha around the world and to discuss future direction. Thanks to the enlightened Zen masters in the past, we are at where we are now. In the path we are walking, we craft the future. Venerable Myogong Daehaeng, at the age of 14, first met the great master Hanmaum, the first president of Jogye order of Korean Buddhism, and got ordained at the age of 24. After long years of arduous and painful practice, she realized the true nature and penetrated the gate called One Mind. After the instance, she settled in Seok-su-dong in Anyang in 1972 and started to walk on the path of benefiting all sentient beings, which led to the establishment of Hanmaum. The teachings and the philosophy of Venerable Daehaeng started to spread locally and internationally. Currently, at 25 local and international centers, including the headquarters, 150 bhikkhus and bhikshunis are practicing their teacher's teaching of true self-meditation, reminding themselves that Dharma outreach is not different from meditation practice. Venerable Daehaeng for all her life stayed with suffering sentient beings, guiding them to the path of self-realization. She left outstanding achievement, and then she passed away in 2012. The life of Venerable Myogong itself seems to point the way to where the Bhiksuni Sangha should advance. However, the reality of Bhiksuni Sangha today is riddled with problems, including institutional and social challenges.
누구나 출가하여 깨달을 수 있음을 믿고
To provide the environment where anyone can be ordained and get enlightened regardless of their gender, Bhiksuni Sangha is taking strong steps.
제가 교수들의 논문을 보며 이렇게 다양한 분야에서
I was surprised and also pleased to see so many Bhikshunis working in diverse fields as mentioned in the papers submitted for the conference. I hope this conference serves as the opportunity for Bhiksuni Sangha to be well represented to the public in the world. Buddha is a compassionate parent of all the sentient beings. Buddhist Sangha is also a parent of sentient beings as we carry out Buddha's teaching. I believe Bhiksuni Sangha is more likely to be compassionate parent due to our sympathetic female traits. My teacher, Venerable Daehaeng, taught us and showed us that compassion is our duty as monastics. I hope all the Bhiksuni Sangha improve their capability of Dharma outreach and transmit it to the future generations, all based on hands-on compassion. For 2 days, today and tomorrow, I hope every attendees have a bright time and have a deep connection. Thank you.
6월 17일 세상법인 한마음 선언 이사장 혜수 학장
다음은 대한불교 조계종 교육원장이신 진우
Next, we are going to invite the Venerable Jinwoo, who is the head of education department of the Jogye order of Korean Buddhism.
앉은 자리에서 목하게 맞춰 3대 1을
Stay seated. We are going to bow 3 times briefly.
세계 비구니 성가의 현황과 앞으로 나아갈 방향에 대해 논의하는 국제 학술 대회 개최를
I'd like to offer my congratulations on holding the conference on Buddhist Nuns Sangha around the world, present and future.
대행 스님의 열반 10주기를 맞아
Particularly, I'm very pleased to attend this meaningful event as it marks the 10th death anniversary of Venerable Myogong Daehaeng at Hanmaum Sun Center. In the 1,700 years of Korean Buddhist history, Korean Bhiksuni Sangha has always been part of the development of Korean Buddhism and will continue to play an important role in the future. Shakyamuni Buddha said that men and women are equal in enlightenment. Gender equality has permeated into cultures and traditions of different countries, and it has peacefully been realized. Bhiksuni Sangha is an important standard to measure the independent Buddhist practice of women. Currently, Bhiksuni Sangha takes up half of the population of Korean Buddhist Sangha of Jogye order. Apart from the number, the spiritual practice and Dharma outreach of Bhiksuni Sangha have achieved great success quantitatively and also qualitatively. Female novices go through a strict scrutiny to get fully ordained and have to attend years of educational institute or monastic Zen centers for systematic training. After that, they can choose where to live or work as teachers, social carers, or environmentalists. The education department of Jogye Order of Korean Buddhism spares no resources when it comes to monastic education. Venerable Myogong Daehaeng was a great master who advanced the capability of Korean Bhiksuni Sangha in modern Buddhist history. In that sense, marking the 10th death anniversary of Venerable Daehaeng, it is timely to examine the current state of World Bhiksuni Sangha and discuss future direction. This meeting held today will surely be a milestone in the Korean Buddhist history, where Bhikshunis and female laity across the world get together. I sincerely hope that through the earnest exploration and open discussions to diagnose the current Bhiksuni Sangha as a part of the effort to find a solution to challenges, this event will serve as a stepping stone to the progress of Bhiksuni Sangha, by extension, the development of Buddhism as a whole. We invited Venerable Bobsan from Central Administration of Jogye Order. We are going to invite him just before Venerable Bongak. Please give him a round of applause. Please stay seated and bow 3 times briefly. Nice to meet you all. We have good karmas here today. If you look into the sky, there is no letter is written, and if you look into the mountains, there is no images. In the empty sky, there is only a clouds. The mountains are only green and green. There is no discriminations in the sky and in the mountains. The world we are living now, we are all entangled with good connections, and we have to go back to the first mind and try to walk on the Buddha path together. That means we are going to be the real, authentic Buddhist practitioners. The reason I'm here, this is not planned, but the reason I'm here is also, I think, the result of good karma. I can believe that it's been 10 years since Venerable Myogong Daehaeng passed away. Time flies without failure. So marking the 10th death anniversary, the board director, Venerable Hyesu, tried to continue Venerable Myogong Daehaeng's teachings and planned this big event. And also the Venerable Bongak for the assembly of Bhiksuni Sangha around the world participated very actively in this kind of event. And also today's Also today we have Professor Jo Eun-soo, who embodied Buddhist scholars and Bhiksunis despite the difficult situation due to COVID-19. So I want to praise all of them. And in particular, Venerable Jinwoo, the head of education department of Jogye Older, I always admire him, and I'm very pleased to sit next to him. I have a deep intimacy for Venerable Bongak. We always contact very friendly. Now, in this event, we all have good karmas and good thoughts. Let's let go of our thoughts and walk on the same path, and we'll feel the warmth from neighboring person, and we feel the energy from the people next to us. That is, I guess, the philosophy of Venerable Daehaeng. Venerable Daehaeng is not a Buddhist scholar. Nagarjuna was not a scholar either. Venerable Daehaeng was a real, authentic Buddhist practitioner and realized the real truth around the world and got to understand that there is no suffering, no difficulty. And the samsara itself is the pure land. And they taught us how to live according to the Buddha teaching. So we are walking the same path with the teachings. Venerable Daehaeng endured an arduous and very difficult practice for several years. Then she finally realized that this suffering is nothing, and the samsara itself is heaven. And that is the foundation of the establishment of Hanmaum Center. And now she is connecting the global citizens around the world. Academics is nothing but some suggestion where we should head forward. So study and practice should go hand in hand, and I hope you enjoy. I hope you join the path together. I hope Buddha bless you with his compassion, and I hope you all attain enlightenment someday. Thank you. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you. Now we are going to invite Venerable Bongak, President of the Korean Bhiksuni Association. She is going to address congratulatory speech. Please be seated and let's bow 3 times briefly.
오늘 대행 선사께서 돌아가신 10주기를 기념하셔서 이렇게 거룩한 국제 학술 대회를 개최하시는 한마음 선언가 대행선 연구원 모든 분들께 진심으로
Congratulations on holding the International Academic Conference hosted by the Daehaeng Research Institute, marking the 10th death anniversary of Venerable Daehaeng.
잘 봐주시는 우리 법산 법계 연장스님 그리고 우리 한마음 선언의 이사장님이나 모든 대중스님, 수지스님 또 한마음 선언의 모든 부자님들, 또 학자님들, 한국뿐만이 아니라 외국에서부터 이렇게 초대되어 있습니다.
I deeply express my gratitude to Venerable Jinwoo and Venerable Bok Lee for showing me such a friendliness, and also to the board director, the abbess, and the 4 pillars of Sangha of Hanmaum who made all this possible, and to the researchers who planned and arranged the event. And I also welcome all the monastics from monastic universities around the nation. Thanks to the merit of Venerable Daehaeng left, we can have this time, this meaningful time.
저는 여기 그 축사가 원본이 있는 줄 알고 나한테 아무것도 없어서 그냥 제가 드리고 싶은 그런 말씀을 드립니다.
I didn't expect that I wouldn't have any script here, so
감사합니다. 우리 비구니 스가가 한국 불교에서 1700년을 연연히 이어왔고 거기에는 우리
Bhiksuni Sangha has continued for 17,000 years of Korean Buddhist history. That is also thanks to the protection and support from the Bhiksuni Sangha. Bhiksuni Sangha always has been part of Korean Buddhist Sangha and playing a very important role, and we have a very proud tradition. Daehaeng Research Institute mainly focuses on Venerable Daehaeng's Buddhist philosophy in order to continue her spiritual practice in Dharma outreach, and makes effort to spread Daehaeng meditation that enables modern people to practice Dharma in daily life. It endeavors to deal with not only Buddhist matters but also challenges we face every day with the help of communal intellects in various fields, including Buddhist scholars.
그리고 큰 스님, 은사 스님이 가신 그 뒤 자리는 굉장히
At this conference with the title of Buddhist Nuns Sangha around the world, present, future, we will examine the current status of Bhiksuni Sangha across the world and discuss future direction. I expect the event will give us time to reconsider the directions of future Bhiksuni Sangha, which will connect the past, present, and future.
말씀을 들었습니다. 저 역시 우리 한마음 선언 대중이 앞으로도 이 오늘의 이 힘찬 마음을 잘 지켜가 주십시오 하는 그런 부탁을 올립니다. 그래서 우리 비구니 승가가 비구니 승가가 없는 그런 나라도 있습니다.
There are nations without any Bhiksuni Sangha, and
각 비구니 기본 교육의 모든 그 스승님들과 전체를 아울러드리는 전국 비구니회가 함께 힘이 되어서 부처님 당시로부터 몇 년이 이어오는 이 강한 비구니 상가 또 한옆에 여성 불자가 함께 힘을 모아서
Bhikkhu Sangha and the female laity should put effort together, and this event will provide a platform to plan and arrange such effort. As scholars and as spiritual practitioners, we Bhikshunis will embody the Buddha teaching of compassion and wisdom, and against all odds, we will be responsible for the future of Bhiksuni Sangha.
그리고 본 학술대회가 성공적으로 반드시 해양되시지요. 내일은 아마 더 기쁜 일들이 있을 겁니다.
I hope this conference will be successful and have a more meaningful time tomorrow. As Venerable Bok said, in June, next year in June, we have Shakadita International Conference in Korea.
내년 6월 23일에는 우리 스타니타 코리아가 우리 조은수 교수님을 시작으로 해서 연면이 그 한국 그 지부로서 역할을 다해오고.
So Korean Sangha, Korean Bhikkuni Sangha will do its best to continue the legacy of Bhikkuni Sangha in Korea as we hold the 8th Shakadita International Conference. It's been 19 years since the last event in Korea. The venue has been confirmed. So today and tomorrow, we are examining the Venerable Daehaeng teachings. Next year, we will expand the Bhiksuni Sangha's capability through Shakadita International Conference.
자비로서 이 세상을 이끄는 그런 비구니들과 되도록 저 자신부터 노력 정진하겠습니다. 진심으로 축하드립니다. 고맙습니다.
네, 감사합니다.
Thank you for the speech.
마지막으로 한마음 선언을 대표하여 한마음 선언 신도회장이신 이동복 부장님의 찬양사를 듣겠습니다.
Next, we will hear a welcoming speech from Lee Dong-bok, the president of Lay Buddhist Association for Hanmaum Sun Center.
한영사 귀의 자성삼보하옵니다. 코로나 상황에도 각국에서 옥고 발표를 위해 임하신 시민들과
Venerable Sunims, scholars, lay Buddhists, and honored guests who came from all parts of the world in spite of this COVID-19 pandemic, I greet you. I pray for the success of this international conference, and as the president of Lay Buddhist Association for Hanmaum Center, I welcome and thank you. Honorable Sunim, head of Education Bureau of the Jogye Order of Korean Buddhism, president of the Korean National Bhiksuni Association of the Jogye Order and Popsang Sunim, and chairman of the board of Incorporated Foundation Hanmaum Sun Center, abbess of Hanmaum Sun Centers, Sunims of branch centers and Sangha, research workers at the Sun Center for Daehaeng Studies. I would like to express my deepest appreciation. The topic of the conference is Buddhist Nuns Sangha around the world, present and future. Our Korean Bhiksunis are already active in various fields such as education, practice, culture, playing important roles in Buddhist areas. Lay Buddhist women are also playing an influential part as well by supporting temples, meditation centers, missionary centers, and so on. There are certainly many issues yet to overcome, but I do not think that because they are women, they should have serious difficulties to be ordained and practice. Moreover, such discriminations are not something experienced at the Hanmaum Center. Venerable Son Master Daehaeng S님, who entered Nirvana 10 years ago, said those words of encouragement to Buddhist women, renunciants, and lay women. A practitioner once said, "As a bhikkhuni, it is impossible to attain enlightenment in this world, not until she gets reborn 7 times." To which Son Master Daehaeng replied, "Past, present, and future are all empty. Where is this world? Indeed, men and women have different bodies, but the mind is one. If you say that the mind of men and women is different, show it to me now." Son Master Daehaeng S님 talks about emptiness to explain that the gender difference has nothing to do in practicing and attaining enlightenment. Nevertheless, in spite of what the Buddha and Son Master Daehaeng taught, there are still issues to overcome for the Bhiksuni Sangha and the Buddhist women. This is not just a problem in Korea, but a global one. This non-dual nature of one mind is, after all, what the Hanmaum Son Center is seeking. Honored scholars and participants, I hope that this conference, where wisdom and knowledge are gathered, will light up this world to bring peace and happiness to this Buddhist land. Thank you.
I'm going to introduce the guest here. Venerable Bok from Central Administration of the Jogye Order. Venerable Jinwoo, Head of Education Department of Jogye Order of Korean Buddhism. Venerable Bongak, President of the Korean Bhiksuni Association. Venerable Hyesu, Board Director of Hanmaum. Venerable Hyesu, the Abbess of Hanmaum. Venerable Seon, the General Manager of Daehaeng Research Institute. The Department Head of Education of National Bhiksuni Association, and the abbess from Dongaksa, and the lecturer from Dongaksa, and Catholic nun also attended. Also the monastics from Sangha University, Onmunsa, Dongaksa, Cheongamsa have come to attend this conference. I feel gratitude to you all for attending the conference, and we have many abbesses from many temples here. And we also have the President of Buddhist Academy, Professor Bok Lee, and Anyang, Vice President of Hanmaum Science Institute, Professor of Seoul National University, Professor Jo Eun-soo, Professor Han Ji-yeon from Dongak University. There are more scholars and professors from other academic institutes. Venerable Seol from Korean Bhiksuni Association. We are running out of time, so I'm sorry that if I missed your name. On behalf of Hanmaum Seon, I thank you all for attending the conference. Many have sent flowers. The General Director of Jogye older, Venerable Woneng also sent flowers.
전북대학교 명예교수 해주 스님, 대한민국 조계종 승관사에서 축하환을 보내주셨습니다. 감사드립니다.
Thank you.
예, 상성을 끝으로 개회식을 마치도록 하겠습니다.
We are going to recite for great vows together. Please stand up.